Okay, Papusa, if you want to play this game, then let's play. But if we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, I might as well commit to it. Hit it! It was a cold September morning in September. I just walked into the door. Polka dot dress, beehive haircut, typing away her worries. My secretary, Maximilian Thunderthighs. Fresh new case for you, Detective Maximilian Thunderthighs. Thank you, Secretary Max. As I stepped into my office, looking at the newspaper, wrestling superstar and super handsome Maximilian Thunderthighs, nicest guy in the world, now bad guy. First for throwing a match for money, then defiling a world-famous author's book, and then to confusing messages to the audience. And to wrap it all up in a tight little bow. A letter. Maximilian's holding a letter. What's inside? What does it mean? Why? What does it all mean? I knew something was wrong, so I took a look. Something about this doesn't make any sense.
Just read it backwards, you fat dumb idiot!
Then, like a mistimed high five turning into a full-on punch to the face, it hit me. The door, that is. I really should move my desk away from the door. It was Papusa P.I., frothing at the mouth. What can I do for you, Papusa? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said you're coming down to the station with me. The brass wants answers and I'm here to find them. And if I have to wrestle them out of you, then so be it.
Visibly confused, I questioned, why was he arresting me? But then it all made sense. The secretary, the detective, the world-famous handsome wrestler, they were all one and the same. And I realized, as I was being pulled away, that I really was a good guy just doing a bad guy thing.
He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. He's just a common man, working hard for the man.
Welcome, Multiverse, to another episode of MNW Warzone. For those of you new to the program, I'm your general manager, Jerry Aldini, and I'll be joined on broadcast commentary later on by Pete McPherson. But first, we got some things we have to cover, don't we? A lot going on. This is such a packed card today, we don't even have time for a showcase match. 4 tag team tourney matches, 1 Big Oof Fatal 4-way match, the final of the tournament to determine who takes on Unkley for the Nexus Titan Championship. But that's not what you all want to hear. I know what you want. I know. People have been asking. I know. So I guess it's time to lay the cards on the table. Taran Eldrazi, CGR Killer. Last week, I told you if you did not win your match against Vinsmoke and the Janitor, there would be consequences. And there will be. You see, I am sick and tired of you two carny trash bozos constantly attacking people outside the ring for, what, chump change? Or just the kicks of it. But I'm a fair man, so I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourselves. You're going to have a match at Apocalypse. I'm not saying who, I'm not saying exactly what kind of match, but I am saying this. If you two lose that match, what happens? Well, I'm not firing you because, you know what, you still have some worth as wrestlers. But if you don't win that match, CGR Killer, Taran Eldrazi, neither of you will be eligible to contend for any MNW title until after next Multivania. So don't lose.
He's just a common man.
Yep, thanks. Yes, thank you all. That's a great kit. Love the t-shirt. Great looking. Hey. Well,
welcome everybody to Warzone, and Jerry came out with some strong words right off the bat.
I mean, I'm sick of it. Frankly, Mr. Lawson is sick of it. I sat down with the brass. We had briefly went, well, are they fighting for their lives? Nope, they're just fighting for their future. And I'm not saying they'll never get to go for a belt again. I'm just saying not until after next Multiverse next July. So, but they're getting a chance. They just have to beat.
Hey.
They just have to win their match at Apocalypse. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, we shall see.
But yeah, a packed card. We have all of round 2 of the tag team tournament today, Pete. We're gonna kick the day off with Omega Club versus Legion. Then we're gonna have some Eastern Bloc Party versus Shoot Nation. Chained Hell will take on the Murder Cave, and then the unexpected team of Vinsmoke and the Janitor will face the main event Next.exe. That alone, I mean, that's half the card right there. Plus, Lady Boots is going to be taking on Da Funk. Whoever wins that match will challenge Sir Uncle Dunk at Apocalypse for the Nexus Titan Championship. We have Sergeant Major Payne and Beowulf. I know, boys, I said last week you were going to each have a match, and then I looked at how many matches were on the card. So you two are going to have a match today, and I want you to show me something, and if I'm impressed, and if the brass is impressed, you will get a shot at each other in whatever stipulation we can negotiate at Apocalypse. And oh, here's a shock. On social media, we're getting a tweet out from Theron Eldrazi. What part of it's not being about winning? It's about probing a point? Doesn't make sense. We don't need belts. It's about ass kicking, and we do it better than anyone else. So please bring your best, and we'll bring our worst. Okay. You know,
I mean, I think he meant proving a point, but probing does sound more fun.
It's kind of on track for him. So with that, we've got such a packed day. But before we get down, so we heard at the beginning of the show something from Maximilian Thunderthighs. Well, somebody else out there has a message for Maximilian Thunderthighs from an accounting standpoint. So, ladies and gentlemen, our favorite accountant, Forrest the Fortress Wade.
To Maximilian T. Thighs, Hospital Director, from Forrest T. Wade, Accounting. Subject, Hospital and Things. Yo, I make it a point not to ask where people get their money from. But for the record, things are going well. You are current on all bills, supplies have been ordered, staff is being paid, and, most importantly, the children are getting the care that they need. The only remaining problem we have is you. You see, I understood your message, but I had to explain it to Mama. You know what she told me after watching the show? That child has some demons running around inside his head. You should go help him. Yeah, not a single consoling word to her own child about his loss in the ring, but about you, she has stuff to say. So look, good men sometimes do bad things, and bad men sometimes do good things. It's just how the world works. None of us are perfect. None of us are purely good. Except maybe McCheese and Sparrow, maybe Brawl Kaiser. Look, what I'm trying to say is that unless you go and pull a Chaz on us, I got your back. And if I need to slap you around in the ring to prove it, so be it. So, now that we have that settled, will you please sign those expense reports I sent you so the Sume and Rapture can get reimbursed? Sincerely, Forrest T. Wade, CPA.
And what a good bean. Yeah, I think there was one good bean that Forrest T. Wade left off that list. Himself.
Oh. That's just how good of a bean he is.
He really is. I mean, and, the return he got me on my taxes this year was the best I've ever had. But enough about that. This isn't a show about accounting. Although I bet Forrest could make that interesting. This is a show about wrestling, and let's head on down for our first matchup.
I am in the top 1%.
Our opening match is scheduled for one fall as a tag team match. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Mega Blitz X, Alpha Kong, and Whitney Lee, Omega Club.
And here they come. Alpha Kong, the current leader of Omega Club, joined by the man he took under his wing, Whitney Lee, who has been having a fantastic run of late, and Mega Blitz X, who had a recent shot at the Big Oof, and I don't feel is done with his title hunt. But we'll have to see. These men have been doing great work, and after that huge win in the first round of the tournament, here they are ready to take on Legion.
Could be an interesting pairing. Or an interesting matchup, excuse me. That's more accurate.
Yeah. Well, and, last week we saw so much going on with Legion, particularly around one member of their team not in this tournament, Cain. But I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing a bit about that in a minute. Meanwhile, Omega Club, always a united front. Right now, this team is firing on all pistons.
And introducing their competitors, accompanied to the ring by Cain, Louis McDonald, and D4C Trice. They are Legion.
There they are. Last week, we saw Cain defeat XR Kun in singles competition. If Cain had lost that match, he would have been obligated to become XR Kun's apprentice. But right after that match, Cain was attacked in our training area by Earl King Wes. And later that evening, again in the training area, D4C Trice attacked XR Kun. That, I thought the match was going to be the end of it, but I have a feeling it's that whatever's going on with all of those folks is just heating up. And this match, big deal. Legion, their message has always been, we have been treated unfairly. We have not gotten the opportunities we deserve. They feel they deserve this shot at the Toxic Wastelanders tag team belts. And they are coming to get them.
Well, and as you said earlier, Cain sitting this one out because he's got his own drama to deal with, if you will.
Own drama, and he had a hell of a match last week against the Sith Lord, and then got the tar beat out of him. Although he gave as good as he got to the Earl King, but I mean, getting jumped after a hell of a match, no one's going to do well after that. Here they are. Louis McDonald, D4C Trice, and Cain, Legion. A lot of history, especially with Trice and Louis McDonald, on leaving people in the dirt. Always blaming other people for their misfortune.
Oh, and as we've talked before, you could almost, of those three, Cain is probably the one with the biggest argument to be made.
Well, at least the one where it's like, yeah, I kind of see your point.
Exactly. There's at least an argument possible.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
All right.
And there's the bell, and it's off. Louis McDonald starting out against Alpha Kong. Oh! Inverted atomic drop. Oh, that's never coming. But he's going against the Lion Lotus himself. Now, Alpha Kong with that hybrid style, mixing both lucha and Japanese strong style. And we're tweeting on social media on the official Conquest Bloodline account. All aboard the Lady Who Boots hype train. Of course, Bloodline very excited about Lady Boots finally getting a possible crack at the Nexus Titan Championship if she can win today. Certainly coming closer than she's ever had at that title shot. But right now...
We're just trading blows.
Yeah.
Oh. Elbow to the top of the head.
That's just because the elbow... I don't know if you've ever been hit by an elbow, Pete.
No, I haven't, but I do know that it is... That, along with the knees, are one of the hardest... surfaces on the human body.
It is, and sharp. I mean, it's honestly the easiest way to bust someone open.
Well, it's largely the basis for Muay Thai, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. And as I learned, I used to wrestle against a guy known as the Iron Dragon. He loved his elbow strikes. Oh, and yeah, I don't think I ever walked out of a match against him not bloodied. Oh, and speaking of elbow strikes,
laying him down,
hitting Alpha Kong, but Alpha Kong getting him with that lariat, and now the savvy of Alpha Kong knowing it was time to tag out to his protege Whitney Lee. Although at this point, I mean, yes, he's his protege, but Whitney, his track record lately has just been an enviable one. Winning his matches, winning 2 showcase matches, just on fire. And looking, you know, if Whitney and Alpha can make it all the way to round 3, then they are going to be favorites, in my opinion, to go all the way and face the main man and Gore Wheel at Apocalypse.
Well, I mean, there's obviously a reason that Alpha Kong and Mega Blitz went to Whitney after the various departures from the original Omega Club.
Well, he's a perfect fit for the current style of Omega Club. We've seen that. Also, I would say Gunnar Birch is, you know, Whitney and Gunnar used to be a tag team in the Sound with Cain, to be honest. But when that fell apart and Cain joined Legion, Whitney and Gunnar, I feel, made the sound choice of accepting Alpha Kong's invitation. Alpha, maybe he did learn a little something from Vinsmoke in the area of scouting good talent.
Well, and speaking of scouting, you also have to wonder then, has Cain given any sort of information to the rest of Legion on anything he learned during his time with Whitney Lee and Gunnar Birch?
I mean, possibly. It would make sense. The question is, how much would Louis and Trice care? Oh, that hurt. And, what's he setting up for? Oh, next
stomp.
You know,
going for a pin,
and the kick out by Whitney. Again, Whitney Lee, as we've been singing his praises all match. Great competitor, showing great heart, but you know, he is still a rookie compared to Louis McDonald. Oh, now he's taking a lot of punishment at the hands of the Evolved One. But Alpha Kong saw just there, doing a great job of distracting the ref, which, you know, you gotta understand that's sometimes how the game is played. especially if you're taking on somebody like Legion. Now Louis slowing the pace of the match down. A slower pace definitely favoring McDonald.
Well, McDonald's still largely the veteran of the ring, I would say, at this point.
Oh, although Trice, again, one-time member of Omega. In fact, after Vinsmoke left, he was, for a time, the leader of Omega Club. So he already knows the styles of Alpha very well, having teamed with him many occasions. But here we go. That savvy and that skill of Whitney Lee. Oh, getting a 2 count on Trice. Loading him up. Oh, face plant. Alpha. Oh, bad positioning. Unfortunately, not able to cut off Louis McDonald. But looks like Whitney's going to have his own. Oh, double teaming. This
Alpha getting a few shots in before getting back outside the ring.
Well, this gives Whitney a window if he can get another pinning combination on Trice.
Oh, he's going for a submission, though, it looks like.
Yeah, it does. And unfortunately, doing a submission, just remember, Trice is an expert submission wrestler. And as I was afraid, he knew how to get out of this move. And going after the former sound member, but a stunner, and once again, Whitney's got him down. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna, and reversal by Trice. Trying to take out his vertical base.
That's to the back of the knee.
Always a smart move, and I guess kind of a roundhouse punch. And Louis finally, all right, well, that golden window's shut. Louis is available again. Not that that means that Whitney can't do anything. Oh, right. Getting him on the ground and going for the pin. Oh, man. I'm Louis asleep at the wheel, not breaking it up.
Whitney with the surprise win.
We wait for the official announcement. Omega Club celebrating in the wing.
And your winners, Omega Club.
All right, well, there you have it. Omega Club moving on to round 3. And at this point, Pete, I'm telling you, this makes the Omega Club favorites. Well, depending on who goes in the other side of the bracket. As we said, Omega Club wins. That means they're going to take on the winners of our next match. But at this point, I love both of those other teams, Eastern Bloc Party and Shoot Nation. But at this point, you're dealing with the experience of Alpha Kong and the absolute skill of Whitney Lee. But before we get there, we've got to get through this match. And the Scorpion, Jack Abbott, had some words to say about this upcoming matchup.
Ladies and...
Oh, that was the wrong audio cue. All right. Okay. Phyllis in the truck says, apologize for that. That's for later. Here is Jack Abbott.
Okay. So, Eastern Bloc Party. This is going to be interesting. I've never stepped into the ring with either Nice Ice or Larkin, but from what I've seen of their matches, they present a significant challenge. Guess I'm going to have to spend a lot of time studying film on them if I want to form a viable fight plan. So, yeah. Devin and I, we have our work cut out for us next round, and while I admit there's a part of me that wishes I could get my hands on Sam again. Boy, oh boy. But I'm genuinely looking forward to this fight. Because a fight fight is what this is going to be. Devin and I aren't going to be able to win this purely on technical skill. No. No, not at all. I don't think I can guarantee victory, but I can guarantee this. The Bloc party, they're going to know they've been in a fight by the end of this match. I will do my damnedest to bend one of the two of them over in half with the Scorpion's tail. And we all know Devin will be going all out against them too. All of that said, though, how about this? After the match, win or lose, we all go have a pint together. Losers buy the first round, eh? I don't get to fight people I think I'll get along with outside the ring very often. So, let's make the most of it, eh? Oh, and before I forget, Juan Chance, just wanted to say thanks. Thanks for the kind words the other day, mate. You ever need someone to train or spar with? Come on down to the gym and I'll roll with you, lad. Be seeing ya.
And just to even it out, let's hear from the Cyber Siberian Nice Ice.
Shoot Nation, you may think I don't know you, but in fact I do. Despite never wrestling a match against one another, before you came to Warzone, I saw you boys on the indie scene. And I have loved watching you guys grow and mold your way into the big leagues. Shoot Nation, let us give it our all out there. And to address the self-proclaimed bad guy of MNW, Max. Last week was proof VIP isn't better than Eastern Bloc Party, VIP isn't better than Lady Boots, VIP isn't better than Comrade Funky Man, and VIP sure as hell wasn't better than Doom, and that is no joke.
And with that, Pete, let's head down to ringside for this matchup.
Let's do it.
The following match is scheduled for one team tournament match. Introducing first, the team of Nice Ice and Bloc in Eastern Bloc Party.
And here they come, the best product of East German genetic engineering, and he has taken all of that might to study wrestling and comedy. And his partner, the Cyber Siberian Nice Ice, longest reigning Big Oof champion in MNW history, now looking for tag gold. But first, they've got to get through the Scorpion Jack Abbott and Devin.
And now who's hammers? Thankfully, we never get to see any action from these things in the ring. Not that they would ever think of it themselves.
No, that would just be dishonorable. And we know one thing, Nice Ice, he's all about fair, honorable combat, and Lockin would never dream of spoiling the joke with such a bad punchline as a sledgehammer. I mean, unless he was fighting a cartel, so Carney Ball.
He's just about making people laugh.
Yeah.
And introducing their competitors, the Scorpion Jack Abbott and Devin Shoot Nation.
And let's talk about a comeback. The team of Shoot Nation have been through hell and back in so many ways. Brought in during the Inquisition as bounty hunters, going over to Flashbang as one of the inaugural tag teams, being brought back to Warzone as members of Nakano Worldwide under Crashman Jones, only to be kicked to the curb, and then of course Sam leaving them to join VIP. And with all of that, really I feel they have endeared themselves to the crowd.
Let's get it down.
Here we go. Devin starting off with Nice Ice. And as we've said many times, Devin, despite his smaller stature, he is an expert at taking the big guys down.
Absolutely.
So you never count out Devin. You see the size difference between Nice Ice? Devin's the master of eliminating that differential.
Getting himself pumped up for this match.
I mean, can you blame him?
Well, I mean, when you're dealing with a tournament, it's sink or swim. You lose, you're gone.
That's true. Although already, I mean, they were the underdogs in their first matchup. So the fact that Shoot Nation came this far already was beating the expectation game. And now they're going to see if they can...
Lockin getting his turn in the ring.
Yep. See if they can get lightning in a bottle twice.
Oh, stretching that joke.
Oh. I mean, you know, sometimes it's more than just a punchline. Sometimes it's also all about the punishment.
Well, sometimes it's a pratfall.
That's true. Also, tweeting out on social media, Maximilian Thunderthighs. Forrest T. Wade I've always been a fan of yours, both with numbers and in the ring. I could always use some help with paperwork and the things I did. Maybe a good slap around would be good. Anytime, Fortress. I think he's accepting a match from Forrest. Anyway, back to this match.
We've seen Scorpion, Jack Abbott, come into the ring now.
Yep. Well, 4 men have been in now, and Lockin right now just manhandling the Scorpion. And all right, now where we go? Oh, and that's a knee slapper. Oh, only to get clotheslined by Abbott. Abbott, of course, an MMA fighter trained with none other than Ginger Boy. Yep,
Abbott with the counter.
Yep. He and Ginger Boy came to America together, and their friendship lasted this day. Oh, stretching him out. Oh, the Scorpions got him in the lock. What is Lockin going to do?
I think Lockin's going to power. Yep, Lockin with that power advantage.
Yep, I mean he is a big hoss of a man, but the Scorpion, skilled fighter. I mean, great compliment to the skills of Devin. And tweeting out on social media, it's Wilson tweeting, every time Nice Ice thinks it's funny to talk shit, somebody should remind him who beat his undefeated streak. Yeah, let's, boy, it's not like anyone's had a really bad run of luck recently, VIP.
Lockin making the tag.
Yep.
What are...
And, oh, good teamwork from Eastern Bloc Party. Again, this is going to be, you know, Shoot Nation could do it, but going up against the Bloc Party, that's a tall order. They certainly pulled a rough second round matchup. And up we have Scorpion thinking about what he wants to do next. I thought a little too long and gave Nice Ice a chance to recover. Now, what are we going to see from the Cyber Siberian?
Oh, double fist blow.
Good
to the head.
Yeah, and now again, Scorpion going to that submission stretch seems to be one of his go-tos. Knows how to put it on well. But again, that power advantage of Nice Ice. Yes, we're going to have wrong part of town for Abbott, but he knows it. Getting out, sending Nice Ice into his own corner. Dangerous place for him to be. Oh, going up second rope. Oh, elbow strike. Back to those elbows. Might be our theme today, Pete.
Well, elbows and targeting the back specifically.
I mean, that would, you know, I don't know a lot about cybernetics. Maybe that's his weak point. Looking at his cyber arms, looks like that the spot of his back is actually just flesh and blood. Oh, I don't know. And now Abbott outside the ring. Nice Ice following after.
Referee beginning his count.
And apparently there was a timed tweet sent out by Locken that triggered, that he must have set up before the match, saying, "I hope you're ready to make your wallet lighter, Herr Abbott. The two of us have quite the appetite when it comes to drinks." I guess that shows that despite the fierce competition in ring, these are two really great teams, and I guess whoever loses has to buy an Omega Pub after the show.
And that's no laughing matter.
No. Again, that MMA background of Jack Abbott knows how to get out of moves like that camel clutch. Let's go. Okay, what are you planning? Okay. Right now, just a good old-fashioned...
Shots to the midsection.
Yeah, I was going to say corner brutality. That's shades of Ginger Boy.
Going for a pin.
Good move at this point. Devin did a great job of cutting off the ring, but Nice Ice able to kick out in two.
Devin countering with the old Luthez press.
Yeah, Devin, as we said, his power bomb into a pin. Oh my God!
And Shoot Nation.
Drinks
with
are on
the
you,
win.
Locken.
And your winners, Shoot Nation.
Wow, that is amazing. Twice now. Twice. Shoot Nation, arguably the underdogs in their matchup. And twice now, they have managed to come out on top. This is what I was saying earlier about it can be really deceptive when you're dealing with Devin and Jack in the ring. They're easy to underestimate.
Well, and you can only assume that that's what happened in this instance. Is they were not prepared to deal with Shoot Nation.
So here we have it. Shoot Nation. First, they defeated the Conquest Bloodline. Now the Eastern Bloc Party. So it will be next week. Shoot Nation versus Omega Club in round 3 of the tournament. Still to remain on today's show, Chained Hell versus the Murder Cave, and Vinsmoke and the Janitor versus Mean. But before we get there, we're going to take a little break from the tag team action and focus on the Big Oof. Now, the way this got set up last week and then today, 2 Fatal 4-Way matches. The winners of both those matches will face each other next week, and the winner of that match will go on to Apocalypse to take on Bart Ender for the Big Oof. Now, one of the contenders in last week's match that was won by Sparrow of the Sentinels was Ignacio Cervantes, and he had a little something to say about the results of that match. Let's go hear from the Social Outcast.
Megablitz. He went full Henson a go-go, baby, in order to take me out for the Big Oof Championship. Then afterwards, he said that this was for dissing his friends. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm happy how far I've gotten, and I thought I was being nice to him and his team. I guess no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'll need to give him the bird next time. Speaking of which, I need to keep an eye on Sparrow. Nothing from a high view, though. I just wish outside of here there were more people who could hassle the Haas. Pisses me off to no end. Just being brutally honest here.
Pete? I think I know why they call him the Social Outcast now.
Huh?
Yeah. You know what? Let's head down to the ring and see who our next 4 contenders in this matchup are gonna be.
The following is a fatal four-way match. Introducing first, Glacirus.
And here he is. This man has already had one shot courtesy of being Bart Ender's former tag team partner in Lucha on the Rocks. It's Glacirus, master of street lucha. So right now, already we're off to an interesting start. Very in line with the four competitors we had last week.
Well, ultimately, the end goal would be his old tag team partner.
Yeah, somebody who knows Bart really well. He'd love to have yet another shot at that Big Oof and his partner, well, former partner, although they're still on pretty good terms.
And introducing next,
You know it.
Rapture Newroad.
Well, here he is, the mentor of Dungeons and Destiny, the owner of Enraptured Beauty, and former Big Oof champion, Rapture Newroad. Another man looking for another shot at Big Oof glory.
Also can't forget about his line of beauty products in Rapture Beauty.
Oh, yeah, Rapture Beauty. Yeah, did you get your free kit?
Why do you think I said that?
Oh, there you go. Also, he's donating a portion of the sales of the Rapture Beauty products to support the Children's Hospital.
Oh, well,
which means he might be another person that wants answers from Maximilian Thunderthighs.
Introducing next, TJ the Mint Gable.
Member of the Absolute Units, Forrest T. Wade and Absolute Washington, of course, knocked out of the tournament last week. But the Mint coming down to see if he can earn a shot at the Big Oof. And if you've been paying attention all to the units, they are all solid in-ring performers. But TJ hasn't had a lot of chance to stand out by himself, so this is a great opportunity for him to make his mark as a solo performer.
I was just going to say, we haven't had too much chance to see this guy's singles action, so look forward to seeing that.
And introducing fourth, Raphael Samson.
And this is a whole different type of wrestler for this matchup. The judge of the multiverse, one half of the All Lauds, Raphael Samson.
Oh Lord, he's judging.
He is, and this is, again, we've had two cruisers who, that matches what we saw last week. The striking powerhouse of TJ the Mint Gable, but then just the sheer power of Raphael Samson.
That's going to be interesting because you've got Glacirus and Rapture, who you would look at as more free-flowing, a little more lucha style. But then you've got TJ and Samson, who are a little more brawler, a little more big, beefy kind of guys. So it'll be interesting to see who ends up on top in this.
It will. And also interesting about this, so again, whoever wins this match next week will face Sparrow of the Sentinels for that Big Oof shot at Apocalypse. So I guess it's the question, are we going to see the judge at Apocalypse? Also, can I just say, Raphael Samson has one of the most impressive beards in MNW.
Oh, absolutely.
Just, I keep mine.
I believe he too is a frequent user of Enraptured beauty products.
That's true. He even has endorsed them as well as Absolute Hair Care.
That's true.
Big man knows how to moisturize. But as much as he may appreciate those products going straight after Rapture, who dabs on him?
Well, and what we're seeing here, oddly enough, is that split of you're actually seeing each of the lightweights going after the bigger guys individually.
I mean, it's a choice. I mean, realistically, if either of them are going to have a chance, they're going to have to take the big men out. But again, as we said, this is a speed versus power split. It's an interesting matchup. I mean, I'll be honest, we sat down, we being myself and members of the brass, trying to decide who would be the best matchups, and this was what was determined. Part of the reason you didn't see one of the big men last week was we wanted to see them in a match together. Plus, Rapture has
DJ taking his time to flex a bit.
Yeah. Plus, we've seen Rapture take on the big in Tiefling on Tiefling violence.
Both times, I think we've seen that.
Yeah. So Rapture, no stranger to taking on the big men. And then Glacirus, a former trios champion. He had former tag champion. He has taken on all comers before, and that street lucha. On the other hand, I have a feeling that Raph may have had a couple of cups of squatchers before coming to the ring.
One of the things I think that's interesting to note here is just that you really, if you are looking at this in terms of MNW career, TJ Gable is the new guy in this mix.
Yeah.
What does that say?
That we've got a deep roster. And Rapture Newroad hitting, looks like that was the Enraptured Slam hitting TJ, but TJ kicks out in two. Not our first elimination. And then Raphael going right after the Tiefling.
Raining down these blows. Oh, getting them up. Top rope.
Wait,
somebody wants to play catch. And they didn't catch him.
Yeah, he threw Rapture over the other two combatants.
That's not how trust falls work.
No. All right. And going for a pin on TJ. Again, the two big guys in the match going after each other. Oh, elbows to the chin. As we were talking about earlier, that is a painful. I'd rather take a punch to the chin than an elbow.
Oh, Glacirus getting Raphael off the ropes.
And now, all right.
Throwing Rapture back into the ring.
Yeah, that's where this needs to be. You can't do an elimination outside the ropes in this type of matchup. Not falls count anywhere. Doing a spin on him. And one good spin deserves another, I suppose. Oh, scissors takedown on the judge. Raphael
right into that great floor.
Deciding the best thing to do is get out of the ring. Ooh, scissors takedown. And now, what are we saying?
Rapture setting up for something.
Is it going to be another Enraptured Slam? It is.
I think it is. Right into that pin.
That's it for the Mint.
DJ the Mint Gable has been eliminated.
I honestly think the only reason the Glacirus just shows he couldn't believe what Rapture was doing.
Yeah, that checks out.
I was just like, is he really waving his hips at him? Well, now...
You know what they say about hips and lying.
That's true. At this point, I think
Oh, super kick from Glacirus.
I was thinking, okay, are we going to see a team up against the big man? Nope, Glacirus is just going to take them both out.
I'm going top rope.
And there he goes with that inverted Phoenix splash. He calls it the snowfall. Oh, no. Setting up for something
Raphael
on
shutting
Rapture.
down any plans Glacirus had.
Yep, Raphael ending it. Oh, Glacirus going back up top and moonsault only for a scissors takedown by Rapture. Oh, the agility of Rapture Newroad on full display at this moment. There's a reason Rapture held that big oof belt. I mean, yes, he had the money in the bank to get it, but he held it for a bit. Now, what's he planning? Oh, looks like it's... Nope. I thought we were going to see a high fly guy.
Changed his mind.
Yeah, decided, nope, didn't look good. Sometimes that's part of ring savvy, setting up for a move and then realizing, nope, I'm not feeling it.
Well, just as much as it's important to commit to the move, it's important to know when to not commit to the move.
And this, one count. I was like, is Glacirus going to be able to keep the big man down?
Oh, he's not happy. Oh,
that is the second time that Glacirus has been setting up for something and got messed up by Raphael Samson.
yeah, this time Raphael just rolling out of the ring.
Yeah, just getting Rapture in that lock and Rapture reversing it, punching him in the gut for his trouble. And now, was going for the scissors takedown, reversed by Glacirus into a power
Into a power bomb.
And now Rapture Newroad in a world of hurt, getting tied up in that stretch move. Now he has to go one-on-one with the judge. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see it? Biblical proportions. And that's it for Glacirus.
Glacirus has been eliminated.
Well, now it is definitely speed versus power. One of these men is going next week to face Sparrow. It's looking for it again. Is he set up for the high fly guy? We're going to see it? Nope. Again, he's like, I think he's making his judgment also on Raphael's height.
Yes, that is a big fella to be trying some of these moves on.
And that just shows the ring savvy of Rapture Newroad. Oh, now he's going up top. Now I think we're going to see it. Yeah, high fly guy. Is Rapture going to take it away? No!
Nope. Kick out at 2.
I mean, either way, Sparrow has to be scouting this one out. Has to be. It's going to be really interesting to see. I wonder who Sparrow would
look at
face.
these stretch. Just stretching out the arms of Raphael Samson.
It's true. Of course, Sparrow being the kind of wrestler he is, he'll take on anyone. Well, since that elimination, it's been all Rapture, but now Raphael is getting his second win.
Reaching up to the heavens for a little bit of energy, it looks like.
Oh, and he got it. Oh, is there going to be 3 powerful clotheslines in a row. I feel for Rapture's neck at this moment. Oh, setting him up. Oh no, are we about to see it? Are we about to see the pillar drop?
Well, I saw a pillar drop and we saw a tiefling drop.
We did, and now, and just a slam. Good old-fashioned double hand choke slam. Rapture managing to find the wherewithal to kick out. And that's hard when you've got somebody the size of Raphael Samson laying on top of you.
That's a lot of beef.
That is a lot of beef. There's a reason why he and Sasquatch Wing are called the All Laws.
Exactly.
As you see him, all lawed, he coming. Wait, is he setting up for it again?
I think he might be.
Oh no, this looks different.
Something else? Oh, he's just chucking him. Going in for a pin attempt. 1, 2.
3, there it is!
3!
And your winner, Raphael Samson.
And there he is, the judge of the multiverse. Next week, we'll face off against Sparrow for the opportunity to take on Bart Ender at Apocalypse for the Big Oof. Will Raphael Samson finally get some gold around his waist? Of course, at his size, it would probably be more just straight over his shoulder. For being honest.
Sure, they make extenders.
Yeah. It's true, they do.
Well, they got a company for any kind of size person to wear these things, you know?
That's true. It's true. Still.
Well, at least they don't have to scale the belt itself. Could you imagine a giant scale belt?
No, I'd rather not. Just rather not. Well, before we get into our next match, so we've been going over this entire tag team tournament, and we've been focused on just the great performances of everyone looking for that opportunity. But let's remember what this tournament is all about, and that is to take on the Toxic Wastelanders for the Unified Tag Team Championship. But it's Pete, it's been a while since we've heard directly from the Wastelanders. I mean, it was until right now.
Oh,
let's go to this news footage.
This is Chip Cheddison reporting live in a random city in Florida where the main man himself, Big Papa Plutonium, is being challenged by the Florida National Guard. Can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Mukata Kuronoka. Target is currently approaching us, and for some reason is speaking in moon speak. So do we like just open fire or what?
Half-Life 1!
Well, folks, once again, the main man has proven that nobody fucks with his time at Disney World. May Raphael Samson have mercy on these poor National Guard bastards. This is Chip Cheddison. Good night!
Interestingly, apparently, he didn't actually touch anyone. It was just sound effects. It's weird.
Yeah.
And there, everyone's like, what?
Huh.
Anyway, so let's get on to. Wait a minute. What? Getting. He's what? What? No, get him out of grill. What do you mean he's coming down? For God's sake. Hang on, Pete. It's Cain. Wait, and he's in his red gear now. What the hell, Cain? It's typical. Right. I have a great day. I finally have a great match. I win against XR Kun. I prove I can stand on my own. And what happens? I get jumped in the back in the training area by Earl King West. The hell is going on here? Wes, I know you're new back to Warzone, and I know I had like a cup of coffee over on Flashbang, but what the hell, dude? What I'm doing has nothing to do with you, you freaked out fuckface. Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and censor me, Aldini. Look, Wes, I don't know what your problem is, but let's face it, nobody ever knows what your problem is. So let's make it clear. I beat Earl King Wes. Hey, you know what I beat XR Kun. I'm so mad. Earl King West, you know what XR Kun has that you've never had? An actual legitimate title run. He was a world champion and I beat him. What have you ever done that's been significant? So you know what? Wes, if you're gonna just jump me, if you're gonna get into my business, you know what? Jerry, listening to me? I want him. Give me Earl King West. Hell, I don't think I have anything going on at Apocalypse. Can I have a match against Wes? I'd like a match against Earl King West. Because you know what? I'm feeling it. It is Cain's time. So give me the Fey King. Because if he's going to jump my ass, then I am going to beat his. I think that's fair. I think that's really fair. What do you say, Jer? You going to do this? Because you already made a point you don't like people being jumped in the back. By the way, like what you're doing to the Outlaws. Really fair. So let me see him. Give me the Earl King.
All right. Well, what do you say? What are you going to say to that, Jerry?
I'm going to say, you know what? He's got a point. We said this before. Well, Cain generally has a point. I think he's got a point here. He got jumped backstage by Earl King West after winning that matchup against XR Kun. So, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. I will make that. I will work with the brass. Cain, you will get a match against Earl King West at Apocalypse. I'm making it. I will make that happen. I'm making that right now.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
And it seems like without wasting a breath, Earl King West got on social media. You seemed like you were having fun, so I thought I'd ruin your day. You want to bring that up? I beat Helix Sucks 1-on-1. I carried a Tornado Tag Team Championship. And
he did the Tornado Tag Team Championship with an incompetent partner, as he puts it.
But keep trying, boy. Well, you know what, Wes? He's going to keep trying against you at Apocalypse. So, you know what? Congratulations, Wes. It's going to be your first singles match back on Warzone.
Well, hit the ground running.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I appreciate... I feel more empathy for Mr. Rabbit as time goes by. But hey, let's not focus on that now. Let's get back into the tag team tournament in our next matchup. But before we get there, the Flame Revenant of Chained Hell had something he wanted to say about his matchup in this round.
Well, it looks like Chained Hell is facing the Murder Cave. And to be honest, the horror stories I've heard about one of you, well, excited is an understatement. Arkoff, I have heard so many things about you, the bodies you've broken, the spirits you've stolen, and to be honest, I have nothing but respect for another monster. I'm gonna love breaking you and making a shell of your former self. It's gonna be so much fun breaking down a legend, because when I'm done with you, the only thing that's gonna be left is my satisfaction of beating Arkoff. So get ready to bask in the glory that is Chained Hell.
Well, the Flame Revenant ready for action. And so are we. Let's head on down to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. It is a tag team match. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring, Chained Hell.
Oh, I think, Meme may end up facing one of these teams, and I know we always blame them when the music gets messed up, because that is the Bell Brothers music. All right, well, or somebody else. There are a lot of people, I suppose, that might have wanted to mess with Chain Hell on that front.
And introducing their competitors, the Murder Cave.
Yeah, I noticed these guys' music, so I guess that shows who people are more intimidated by. Dr. Grimm joining Chaz Lee and Arkoff at ringside. And of course, Constantinople standing at ringside for Hightower and the Flame Revenant. And there they are.
Arguably one of the most dangerous groups to form as of recent.
Absolutely, and with the surprise joining of Chaz Lee, who's apparently been planning this for well over a year.
And Zacho earning the perpetual "I told you so" card.
Yeah, Zacho Duo can eat out on that one for years to come.
Oh, and you know he will. But let's get this match going. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, how many people can actually do that to our call?
That's true.
Or that. Hightower is an absolute monster powerhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, people ask, what's a hoss fight? Well, right now, that's a hoss fight. And with the size of the Flame Revenant, oh no.
Oh.
Just the power of Hightower to just hold Arkolf that long to let that move happen. But the All-Father was the Guardian for a reason. Former heavyweight champion. In fact, both men in the Murder Cave team are former heavyweight champions. And they decided, well, you want to do something fancy?
Powerbomb.
We can match you. Now the Flame Revenant getting tied up and pounded by that hydraulic elbow. I am still waiting. I mean, if Chain Hell wins, you realize it's going to be Revenant on Revenant action.
I'm okay. That's one way to put it, but you're not wrong.
Yeah. On the other hand, this is the Murder Cave.
Oh.
Uh-oh, where are we going? Setting up. And an assisted power bomb. Murder Cave is not taking Chained Hell lightly. But Flame Revenant looking like he had that scouted, but wasn't able to take advantage, and still getting taken advantage of by the Alt-Father, who's pounding the drums of war. 9 and 10.
Teaching the Flame Revenant how to count the hard way.
And tagging in his partner Chaz, who's just content to wait for the Revenant to get back in the ring. And then break the count and go meet him.
Over the top rope, too. He has got some fire in him today.
Guys, back in the ring, not by us. I like to call the action, but not this close. You know what? I need to get this desk moved. I think we need a safer position there, Pete.
It would be nice.
I'm going to talk to production.
Flame Revenant continuing this brawl outside and despite count.
Okay, Flame Revenant, get this back where it belongs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know. Oh, and Dr.
Grim with the cheap shot.
Wait, what? Why is Grim? No, why did you? At least that broke the count. I want to know why the ref didn't call any kind of shenanigans on that. I would have thought that would have been a DQ the moment Grim touched him. But finally, the action back in the ring. Well, Flame Revenant, you know what? You're already kind of getting in it with the murder cave. Do you really want Dr. Grim's attention that badly? Oh, I think here Chaz just got a little too cocky. I think he wasn't.
Well, that has been some of his MO of late, you could say.
Yeah, and I think that's a mistake against Chain Hell. They remember how long they held those tag belts prior to Multidania. They were one of the most dominant tag teams we've had on Warzone. And I mean, we're talking about, you know, the runs of the Outlaws, the Bell Bros, the Funky Beats. Yeah,
Grim having some words with Flame Revenant again.
So I told you, Revenant, don't get into it with Grim. And now you paid for it. But yeah, if
and he's going with the Magna Claw.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the Chain Hell win, I think there at least has to be an assist attributed to Chazley's ego.
It could be considered the mystery fourth member of the Murder Cave.
Well, to a certain degree, yeah. And again,
trading blows,
brawling out by our announce table. Okay, now again, Chaz getting it back where it belongs. At this point, if you are the Flame Revenant, you want to get Hightower back in this match. Although, right now, taking it well to the Allfather. Oh, and a slam on the mat to Arkoff. Is he going to get the 3 count? Nope. Kick out at 2. But it looks like he has decided that, yeah, getting in the fresher partner is a good plan. Especially how we've been seeing Hightower able to manhandle Arkoff in the early goings in this match. Case in point. Oh, strung up on the top rope. But Arkoff, oh, that was
a surprise pop-up uppercut.
You forget how agile a man the size of Arkoff can be. Oh, and that was something. How do you practice something like that? Because that was coordinated. That was like choreography.
Well, I chalk it up a lot to just the camaraderie that has developed between the Murder Cave over the years, in hiding no less.
I just want to know who they used as the person to practice him. Or maybe I don't. Oh!
It may not have been a person per se, because we also have to consider Grim.
That fall away basically reverse facebuster. Speaking of facebusters, and now just hitting him with that hydraulic arm. But it has been checked and calibrated by our staff, and while it's a strong punch, it does not go outside of the realm of what's allowed in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling.
Chaz going for the tag, bringing in the Allfather.
Again, this has been The Murder Cave has been doing a good job on managing their tags, managing who's the fresh man. But the power of Hightower getting that clap, okay, Chaz. Or was that that felt like a grim moment. Do we really need a chair in the ring? Does chair need to happen at this point? 2 count, Arkoff kicking out. Hightower not done with him.
No. Hightower lining up for something.
Here's the thing, Hightower. Oh, and that's a choke slam. And a pin. Possibly, nope. Broke out. So here's the thing
with the successful interception, though.
Convict 311 was sent back to prison during the Inquisition. And the whole reason that Inquisition happened was Arkoff brought them. So I think maybe Hightower has some frustration, some receipts he'd like to cash in with Arkoff.
Well, and there's no shortage of people in that line.
Oh yeah, I think Burnout Vaughn has some words he'd like to have with the Allfather. And Dagrik
teamwork.
Spent the longest time in prison of anyone. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, Flame Revenant, kick out at 1.
Gotta say, there've been a lot of very smart tags in this match.
For just the skill of using the tags has been on display for both teams. You know, no one's trying to powerhouse it. Nobody's trying to be the endurance man. Right on top of it. Oh, here it comes. That is the.
That's just the Chaz Fez press. Let's call it.
He calls it the pile bunker.
Oh.
And going for the pin, but Hightower kicks out. And
I believe there's the pile bunker you were talking about.
That was actually the pile bunker. Arkoff trying to cut off the ring, but not fast enough to stop the Flame Revenant.
Giving Flame Revenant a bit of payback, no less.
Yeah, suplex for his trouble. Chaz Lee trying to catch his
Now
breath.
Getting out of the ring.
Yeah, and the crowd into the match, but not quite sure who to cheer for.
Yeah, this is a odd pairing of dastardly people, so it's kind of hard to pick a hero in this fight.
Yeah. Although it seems like the crowd is somewhat more in favor of Chained Hell than Murder Cave. Speaking of which, it was and a kick out at 2. Oh, but Hightower busted open. And now getting put on the top rope by Hightower. Are we gonna? Yep. Super choke slam. Using that and all right.
And Chained Hell. Oh my.
Chained Hell.
And your winners, Chained Hell.
Chained Hell, former tag team champions, going to round 3. That is, you know what? I hate to say that these guys would ever be considered underdogs, but that was against the Murder Cave.
I have a sad feeling that they are going to pay for that one down the road.
Maybe. I mean, it's possible, especially with the Flame Revenant getting into it with Dr. Grimm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have so much going on, but last week, well, actually, before I get into that, as they're heading on back, the Flame Revenant actually tweeting out on social media, haha, yes, chained hell burns all down in our path. Well, I mean, he did say earlier that the Murder Cave was going to bask in their glory.
He did say those things.
He did say that. So, well, last week, oh, sorry, I got it. I guess that was Constantinople on the account, not Flame Revenant. Still, he's not wrong. That explains why the tweet happened so fast. Constantinople didn't have to go through a brutal match.
I was probably using his phone.
That's true. Well,
forgot to switch the account over.
So last week was not the best week for VIP. Suplex Sam and the Beef lost out in their bid to move forward in the tag tournament. Wilson, son of Will, lost his match against Lady Boots. Ausir Taran lost his match against the Funk. And then VIP lost at the Flashbang Super Show against Doom to bring the Trios Championship home. Just overall a rough week for VIP. So we're going to be hearing from of VIP now.
Sorry, it's an old firing line habit.
Oh, yeah. So first, let's hear this. Let's hear from Workrate Wilson.
Good evening. This is Ryan Believers of the Wilson Observer newsletter, here at this really seedy nightclub, once again to talk to Workrate Wilson. Wilson, are you doing okay?
Do I look okay, Ryan? I'm fucking miserable! I lost the Nexus Titan opportunity because I'm a great feminist. Ausir lost his opportunity to the Funk. Sam and Beef lost their opportunity and the tags, and we couldn't get the trios belts from those spooky fucks! So yeah, I'm having a pretty fucking bad week, Ryan, which is why me and the Doctor of Albenomics are drowning our sorrows in tequila. Ain't that right, the Doctor of Albenomics?
So what about Warzone?
What about Warzone? You want to talk about how it's run by a fucking hack, Jerry Aldini? How he keeps trying to use his booking powers to fuck me over, and now that he can't bury me on firing line every week?
No. I wanted to ask if you have some unfinished business to take care of concerning Mr. Juan Chance.
Juan Chance? Fuck, that's right! That's why I'm in this slum! Because of him! He has his mere existence! Is an 18-karat run of bad luck for anyone with standards and decency! Like me! You know what, Ryan?
What's that, Wilson?
I'm gonna go to Warzone and kick his ass! When I do, I'm gonna rip that stupid fucking mask off his head! I'm coming for you, Juan! You hear me? You little fuck! That mask is mine!
Jesus! Well, this has been Ryan Believers of the Wilson Observer newsletter. Good night! Dr. Albenomics, pull back his hair for Christ's sakes!
Alright, I guess that's something else I'm going to have to worry about now. In the meantime, Wilson, son of Will, wasn't the only one requesting some mic time, so let's head down to ringside. Let's hear from the leader of VIP, Ausir Taran. Silence, lowborns, and hear the words of Ausir Taran, your VI Pharaoh. I said silence! You will listen to what I have to say. Yes, listen and be quiet! I hear everyone saying, oh, VIP lost all of their matches last week. VIP is not what they once were. Listen, you trash. VIP know our worth, and it is more than you are worth. A simple setback like last week is not enough to diminish the glory that is VIP. We had a bad week, yes, but I am still the greatest technical wrestler of all time, and I am burdened with a glorious destiny that cannot be denied. So, Brass, Aldini, Lawson, whoever is the man who can make it happen, I demand a match at Apocalypse. I will take on anyone you choose to throw at me and win. For that is the glory of Ausir Taran. And after that is done, I am going to set my sights on the only thing worth my focus. The World Heavyweight Championship. Too long has that bit of gold escaped my collection. It is the time of the VI Pharaoh. Well, damn it, Pete.
Damn it, Jerry.
Apocalypse is shaping up to be a hell of a show.
Yep.
And tweeting out on social media, Maximilian Thunderthigh is saying, "Let's go, VIP, you did it." And also, hey, the Sandman from Flashbang tweeting out, "Jesus Christ, Taran, you should team up with Earl King West. You're perfect for each other. You're self-entitled, annoying, and worst of all, so damn boring." And there we have it. Well, before we get down into our next match, so one of the newcomers that's caught everyone's attention due to many, many interesting reasons is one of our 3-time showcase winners, Uzra. Well, Uzra had put out something. This audio came to us, so we're just going to play it now.
Oh, I sure hope she shows up soon. It's getting a little bit stuffy in this helmet. I gotta keep it on though, this place smells terrible. Oh my god, these locals, they just keep looking at me weird. Menacing. One guy keeps eyeing the satchel that I keep my coins in.
Give me.
Oh my... Jeez, could you at least warn me first?
Oh, the look on your face was just too good. And you're too busy looking at all these other people to be focusing on me standing right over there. But anyway, shall I get us some food?
No thank you. I would rather not. That would mean I would have to remove the helmet. Ugh.
More for me then. As you may or may not know, I've been through quite a lot in a fairly short time.
I was briefed for only a moment, though they won't be coming after you again. Not anytime soon, that is. You know you cost them a lot of money and resources every time you pull a stunt like this. What exactly are you planning? Are you just going to fight?
And if that is what I want to do, if I go out there and put my best in, I feel good. And if I gain anything else, it is spoils of war, and spoils are extras.
And are you ever going to join a team or anything again? Trust anyone again?
If it happens and lines well, then yes. If not, oh well. I'm here for the thrill. The more brutal the fight, the bigger the thrill. Anyway, do you dance?
No, I don't.
Funny, neither do I. Put this on your tab. I have to go walk my Thunderbird.
What?
And before we head down to our final tag team tournament match today, let's hear from one of the participants in that matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, from Main Event Mex.exe, it's R. Sawyer.
Oh, Vinny. I've got to say, I was not expecting that. But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't really count. But what a week it was. Let's recap the state of things. Eastern Bloc Party will have to take on Shoot Nation and then probably Legion, who will no doubt cheat to get past the Mega Club, potentially leading to a Mean versus Eastern Bloc Party rematch in the finals. Then there's Chained Hell versus the Murder Cave. I'll be honest though, I thought the units were going to win that last one. But no, Argolf decides to change things up a bit. So I'll keep my trepidation in check. But I don't think Flame Revenant holds a candle to what he's facing. And then there's you and Pro Boom Naga, or whatever occupational job he wants to call himself this week, going up against me and Malice. And I know you have that smoking gun cocked. Trust me. Ever since Mr. Ribbons, that super kick, regardless of name, has been the bane of my existence. So I have that shit on lockdown. But are you sure you're not gonna misfire? After beating the Outlaws, are you gonna be focused? Are you sure you're locked, stocked, and got 2 smoking barrels ready for me, Betty? Cause if you have any doubts, Malice will be riding off into the sunset, playing Rawhide.
And with that, let's go down to ringside.
Introducing first, Vinsmoke Sanji.
Here he is, Vinsmoke Sanji, the man we thought last week was going to face the Outlaws by himself. It turned out, no, he did in fact have a partner, the most unexpected of partners, a man he had had issues with in the past. I guess both men are looking to remake themselves. Of course, Vinsmoke still suffering the scars of his ordeal with the hat. And now going up against the Mex.
That's right.
Yeah, he's, still has his hair, his eyes, the marks of that time joint to that parasitic hat. And you have to wonder how much of that is, stays with a man. The crowd, and you hear the crowd. He's been able to get the crowd on his side of late.
Yeah, it would seem so.
And introducing their partner, he is the Janitor.
And speaking of unexpected returns, the Janitor, who, like I said, I've had some chances to speak with. He's just looking to rebuild himself, get back to, the basics, as he put it, getting to what's important. And as he put it, a lot of that is taking out the trash. And speaking of taking out the trash, on social media, we're hearing from AlphaCon. While me and Whitney have done well, that Lucha keeps talking like Omega is dead or a joke. Time and place, but I'll show you why I am the Lucha King of MNW singles, tags, and trios. I've held them. Bring your best cub. I'll show you one day, but that's something you have to earn. All right. Strong words from Alpha Kong as the Janitor makes his entrance.
And introducing their competitors. They are the main event mechs. They are me.
Here they come, our Sawyer and Malice, being accompanied by World Heavyweight Champion Zacho Duo. They are the main event mechs.exe, and Malice and our Sawyer, they, in a lot of ways, due to their past history and association with Zacho, have been favorites in this tournament. Although I've noticed something, I was reviewing several of our Sawyer's promos leading into this tournament, Pete, and I noticed something interesting. That he has yet to accurately predict in a promo who's actually going to win a match.
Interesting.
Yeah, he in one promo was convinced that they would be facing the Outlaws. They're not. The way his last promo was, he was stating that he was convinced the Murder Cave was going to come out over top of Chain Hell. They didn't. So, they're doing well, but I'm just saying, Sawyer, if you ever find yourself in Vegas, stay away from the sports book.
I can only imagine that message on the back of our Sawyer's jacket would be his response to that.
Probably. Wouldn't be the first time a wrestler said that to me. Oh, and right off the bat, going after Vinsmoke.
Right in the bullets.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of history in this ring. Our Sawyer, the Janitor, Vinsmoke, all veterans of MNW. Malice been around long enough. He's clearly no longer a rookie, but not having the history of the other three. And again, this team up, Vinsmoke and the Janitor, in previous times as basically as different people, had a rivalry that culminated at Multivania 3, which the ramifications of that rivalry led to the whole situation with the hat. Now both men looking to rebuild themselves. Vinsmoke looking to come back to a winning space. The Janitor looking to rebuild himself as a competitor and as a champion. Oh, smoking gun. Or that was, I think that was actually a fighting star. Sorry. So many kicks. There's a reason why previous commentators called everything a smoking gun.
So many gun puns, too.
So many. Janitor in the ring again. Vinsmoke and the Janitor. They may not have tagged much before, but they know each other very well from being competitors, and it makes it easy for them to have a sense when it's a good time to tag each other in. Given last week, it was Vinsmoke in a more supporting role with the Janitor doing the heavy lifting. But now a much different challenge. Last week was the Outlaws. Now they got to face the Mechs. Both the again, 3 veterans in this ring. Also, all 3 former heavyweight champions.
That is very true.
So, say what you will, it is a match of epic proportions in so many ways. Janitor stopping on our Sawyer. And now
going for the joints.
We saw this strategy by the Janitor last week, and it served him well against Taran Eldrazi and CJR Killer, who, by the way, because of that loss at Apocalypse, are going to have a match, and if they lose, they don't get another title shot until after next Multivania.
That's right. You announced that earlier at the beginning of the show, didn't you?
It is. And Malice going for the pin. Ring savvy of the mechs. They've been tagging together for a long time. Yeah. There needs to be consequences, and the Outlaws have been just pile driver onto the Janitor. And the Janitor reversing it, whatever Malice was planning. Malice, though, right back in control. And, well, here comes
Swedish uppercuts, I believe.
All right, and the Janitor with a shoulder check and setting up for something. Wait, what are we going to see here? The Janitor, a master of DDTs. Oh, but that was a fall from grace.
Fall from grace going into the pin. 1, 2.
And a
kick
two
out at
count.
2.
2 count on Malice. But the Janitor bringing Malice back into his team's corner. I think he was going to go for a tag on the Vinsmoke, but the Malice cut him off. Uppercut, and Janitor in a bad way. Getting picked up by this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Oh, Muscle Buster. And now picking him up. Right onto his face. It's lucky the Janitor isn't busted open. It looks like he was getting some instruction from Zacho Duo. And Zacho's instructions were focus on the head. Oh, are we going to see the blue screen now? Yep. Well, he
reversed.
But the Janitor was ready for it. Remember, the Janitor, one of the most experienced wrestlers on the MNW roster.
He must have seen that coming a mile away with how quickly he was to react to that.
I think he knew the sequence of events. Tag to R. Sawyer. The Janitor needs to get back to his corner and tag in Vinsmoke at this stage.
Oh, absolutely. At this point, you need every chance to catch a breath when you can.
And just R. Sawyer working over that knee. Again, it's that clear knowledge of if your opponent can't get onto their vertical base, you're as good as won the match. Oh!
And there, just busted open the Janitor.
Yeah, he did. And now into the corner, and an elbow, and a flip. Oh no, this doesn't look good.
Going up retro. Leaping back elbow.
And I think we're about to see a cyber stunner if he can get it locked in. There it is.
Yep.
Oh, cyber stunner.
Cyber stunner. Is he?
But Vinsmoke's fast enough to get the break.
And give Malice a little bit of a receipt for that.
Yeah. And, so now R. Sawyer all alone. Numbers game currently favor the team of Vinsmoke and the Janitor, who our bookkeeper is currently referring to as Smoking Glass.
Still, Janitor unable to get the tag.
And he knows he needs it. Kick out. Malice back in the ring. I think Malice didn't realize he wasn't the legal man. But upon realizing his mistake, Now the Janitor desperately needs that tag to Vinsmoke.
And R. Sawyer just dancing before he tags out.
I mean, sometimes he is a cocky mech. Oh, and a leg DDT by Malice. Oh, one good shot to the knee deserves another, says the Janitor.
Kicked his leg out of his leg.
I think he was getting ready to go and getting distracted.
Oh, now he's talking with Zacho in the corner.
Yeah, that is not.
Malice lining up behind him, getting him underneath.
Don't know what Zacho said to distract somebody as experienced as the Janitor. Oh! Oh, that looked painful.
Well, package power driver, I think.
Yeah, it was. And now we're set up for another blue screen. Is the Janitor going to be able to get out of it this time? Nope, that's it. That's the match. It was a good run by the Janitor and Vinsmoke, but the main event next EXE moving forward.
And your winners, the main event match.
There they are. So next week is going to be Chained Hell versus the main event Mex.exe. And we'll see if next week our Sawyer can actually make an accurate prediction on who's going to win on the other side of the match. So just to remind everyone what we're looking at. So with that matchup, next week will be Omega Club versus Shoot Nation and Chained Hell versus Meme. Exciting times. Well, Pete, next up is going to be our matchup. Who is going to face Sir Uncle Dunk at Apocalypse? Will it be Defunk or will it be Lady Boots? And we have commentary from both competitors. So first off, ladies first, let's hear from Lady Boots.
Ladies and simps, say hello to the one who made VIP her bitch. A quick little history lesson. Remember when my faction mates and I fought them in a 4-on-4 match? Now, who was the one who got the last pin in that match? I'll give you a hint. It was me. I can read them like a book any day of the week. First, there's the whiny, broken record of a doctor. His major symptoms being all the gold and self-loathing has finally weighed you down. As if I would let that dollar store hip-hop man a moment to stand. Especially when it comes to the mistress of the multiverse. He would do a better job at hiding his desire to be stepped on by me. Go back to your Scrooge McDuck vault and cry, loser. After him was that unwanted piece of shit, fake feminist Wilson. All that pussy talk of plugging back and, oh, I'm deluding myself into thinking I'm the better man. I'm Wilson. Nyeh. The only thing that's diluted is that bootleg Ken doll looking ass of yours. My boot heel is not good enough to stick it where the sun don't shine. Take that selfie stick of yours and go whine to your bot-fueled Twitter account. Now, with VIP in the rear view mirror, I would like to proclaim a major statement, not only to Defunk, but to that other pay-pig loser, Uncle Dunk. Yes, you dweebs have earned your chances. Whether it was by finding MVPs or using a stupid briefcase to earn your winnings. It took me 5 goddamn years to even earn a title shot. And even worse, it was for the tag belts. I'm beyond the tag division. I will reiterate my statement. The Nexus Titan belts will come back to the Conquest bloodline. You will beg through temptation and corruption.
And next, let's hear from the funkiest man in the building, Defunk.
Baby, did you see that? The Ausir Taran, one of the greatest wrestlers alive, and I managed to make him tap. That was a mountain I managed to defeat, but now I gotta beat someone to the top of the mountain, and that someone is none other than Lady Boots. Lady Boots, one of the greatest legends of MNW. Much like me, in that she hasn't held gold before, baby. Singles gold at any rate. This may be even tougher than before, cause now I got a shot. Boots deserves this shot as much as anybody else, so neither of us are gonna hold back. I'll need y'all's help here again. This is gonna be one for the ages, and not one y'all will want to miss. Tonight, I hope the funk is with me.
And with that, Pete, let's head to ringside.
All right.
Following match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Funk.
May the funk be with you. It's the funk. Feeling it, dancing it, living it. This is a man who has been hungry for opportunity for 2 years. It's interesting with Apocalypse coming up. 2 years ago on Apocalypse, the Funk had arguably the greatest match of his career when he retired a former heavyweight champion, the man known as the MVP. And now he looks to have an opportunity to return to Apocalypse and challenge Sir Unkley Dunk for the Nexus Titan Championship. But he's got a hell of a roadblock standing in his way. Crowd feeling the funk. Always a popular man. A lot of rhythm. Those hips don't lie.
And introducing their competitor, Lady Boo.
Standing into Funk's way, the Lady of Conquest, Lady Boots, who a lot of people felt should have had an earlier shot at the Nexus belt. Given it was a controversial situation, she won a qualifying match, but did so by taking out the original competitor, Kelly, for that match. And a subsequent qualifier against Fear Strikes, who was the current Nexus Titan champion, she lost. A lot of people felt that should have at least been a title match. So now, here we go. Lady Boots, the Funk, and the bell is rung, and the lady comes out kicking. And of course, all of Conquest Bloodline are looking at this with great anticipation. Let us not forget that the leader of the Bloodline, Semjax, is the current Money in the Bank holder, and a lot of people wonder if we're going to see that come into play at Apocalypse. But in the meantime, Boots and Defunk, and right now it looks like two very evenly matched competitors.
It's been relatively even so far, even though we are just shortly into this match.
Yeah. Of course, both members of this match defeating a member of VIP last week. Lady Boots taking out Wilson, son of Will, and Defunk beating the VI Pharaoh, Ausir Taran. Both of which are looking for matches to go up against various people. Gonna have to see. I mean, we've got so much happening at Apocalypse. We'll have to see if we can make room for all of those matches. We'll see how things turn out. First, we got to get there. We got to figure out our title scene in this match. Big part of it, one of these two people is going to Apocalypse to face off for the Nexus Titan belt. Wow, reversal into a pin. Reversal into another pin. Wow, what a sequence. Was it you were saying, Pete, about them being equally matched?
Well, they seem to have, if not a similar moveset, they seem to have a complementary moveset to each other at this point.
It makes sense that both of them reach this height. That they're facing off for the second most prestigious belt on Warzone. I would say arguably in professional wrestling, but then I'd probably get a phone call from Eric Harrison. Oh, 5-knuckle funk.
Go Funky.
And Funk just sitting there, taking a moment to breathe, figuring his next move. You cannot take a competitor like Lady Boots lightly. She's proven that over the last few weeks with her wins over both the Doctor of Albinomics and Wilson, son of Will. She's basically been running a raging fire through VIP. Now getting a, it's really hard to get any kind of chokehold onto Funk with that helmet, but Boots is finding a way. And, Boots, again, always having a strong kicking game. Those boots are made for kicking.
And they will kick you.
Oh, and it looks like, what is she? She's setting up, and, that
here it
hip
is.
strike, the stylo. And a 2 count on
the stylo and going in for the pin.
Yep. Looks like she was thinking about something, and whatever she was planning got reversed by Defunk. The funky one lifting up and slamming her. Getting her into the center of the ring. This is a good setup. Don't want to risk any rope breaks. Oh, speaking of driving a hip, giving no quarter. He knows how dangerous Lady Boots is. He's taking no chances. Now going for a camel.
He also knows
clutch.
how dangerous his own hips are.
It's true. I mean, hips, game knows game. Boots getting the reversal. All right. Going after the knee. I mean, take out the Funk's dancing base. Oh, I think are we going to get another set up for something? I don't know. I think she was just hyping herself up. Nice stunner. Now a series of clotheslines.
Oh, she's firing up.
I see. Oh, we're feeling it. Here it comes. We've seen this before.
Tuning up the band.
And there's the stylo again. Or no, that's the Clint Eastwood. Got to keep these straight. 1, 2, 3. Lady Boots does it.
Wow. Okay.
And your winner, Lady Boots.
Well, that's it, Pete. Lady Boots is heading to Apocalypse to take on Sir Unkley Dunk for the Nexus Titan Championship, as she predicted she would. But no shame for Defunct. That was a hard-fought match. I think it's going to be a hell of a time at Apocalypse. Whew. Almost out of breath after that one. Oh, well, Pete, it has been a hell of a night so far. We've still got 2 matches to go, and hang on a second. Oh, hang on. I'm hearing there's something happening. Oh, well, look who's coming to the ringside. Why is he back? All right, I guess we're going to hear from, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be hearing from Vinsmoke. I know what you're all thinking. That I don't got it no more. That I couldn't get it done in the ring. That I'm cursed. That Vinsmoke, even with somebody like the Janitor at his side, can't get the job done. I'm going to tell you something. I can get the job done. I will get the job done. Just need an opportunity. I need a chance to show what old Vinsmoke Sanji can do. So I need a chance. I need an opportunity. That's what I need. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Yeah. That's just. I need something to get going, to get the old momentum turned around. We already won. We won one match. We got to round 2. give me a chance. I can do it. Yeah. Because what y'all saying about me, yeah, y'all wrong. So yeah, let's who should I take on? Who I get out of that big goose situation. Yeah. They need a third person in that. Give me a chance to earn my shot. I guess what was it, Sparrow and Raphael? Yeah, let's do that. That'll work good. Take a war.
Oh boy.
Well, you know what? This is interesting. Vinsmoke Sanji, former leader of Omega Club and one of his best recruits into the club ever, was former 2-time heavyweight champion Burnout Vaughn. What's Vaughn doing?
If there was ever such a thing as history between wrestlers, it'd be these two.
Yeah. Look, Vinsmoke, this is hard, all right? This is really hard. You and I got a lot of history. You did a lot for me. And I know that things didn't turn out great between us. There's a lot of hard road, a lot of hurt feelings, but I don't forget what you originally did for me, that you believed in me when I first got here. And that means something. Well, I appreciate that, Burnout Vaughn, but boy, listen, I don't know why you're out here. I don't need your pity. I don't need. Well, you coming to challenge me? You're gonna be my opportunity, former 2-time heavyweight. I have both of my title reigns were longer than my one title reign, longer than both yours combined. This isn't about titles, Vin. This is about you. You were my friend. And yeah, we didn't see eye to eye at the end, but I'm worried about you. Look at you, man. Look at you. Your hair's all orange. Your eyes are orange and weird shit's around them. Dude, that hat. You're not free of it. Don't you see? And something of the hat is still in you. No, Vaughn. No, that hat got torn off me. I'm my own man again. You see, I'm Vinsmoke, not hat smoke no more. Hat smoke is gone. I've held gold. I've done great things. I need a chance to hold. I can hold on. No, Vin, you're not. You're not well. But dude, you remember when I was in the hospital and my bones were all messed up because Arkoff and you guys were all there and you're like, well, don't have bones. Do you remember the doctor that helped me? This guy's been helping me ever since. I talked to him. He thinks he can help you. He thinks he can get that rest of the hat out of your system. Look, I know who you've been seeing, and I ain't gonna do nothing with no mad scientist. No, I don't need no doctor. Just, you know what? I know. Just forget it, Vaughn. I'm fine. I don't need no help. I'm good. No! You're not! Oh, well, here we go. Burnout Vaughn coming out to offer some help to his former team captain, man who gave Vaughn his earliest opportunities in MNW, and Vin just rejecting him, and Vaughn really turning to the only language either of these men really have.
I said it might get violent.
You did, and you weren't wrong. You've been observing the goings on in this company for 2 years now, Pete.
Yeah, just about.
That's why you're here at this commentary table. Vaughn is setting them up. I mean, again, if anyone knows Vinsmoke Sanji, it's Burnout Vaughn. And yep, that hold is rough on the neck because you can't do anything to protect yourself. But again, Vin might be in a bad way, but he also knows Burnout Vaughn. And there it is, just stomping on Vaughn's hand. But you know what? That's going to be... Vaughn has one of the highest pain thresholds in MNW. I mean, he has been through hell and back.
And they're just going at it, back and forth.
Yeah, and Vaughn's not wrong. He has been through... He has had to have literally every bone in his body replaced. Most of them are by a strange alloy. And, now the ref is finally separating them. Wait, can you hear? Vin! Fine! This has to be how we're going to do it. I'll take you on an apocalypse. If I win, you go see the doctor. Yawn!
All right, well...
I guess that match is going to be happening.
I guess so.
Okay. Gonna need a minute there. It's one thing when two guys go after each other because they hate each other. But I'll tell you, and I know this, I won't go into why, but I know this from personal experience. It's so much worse if you're going after somebody because you love them.
Or at least feel fondly of
them. You're appreciative. I mean, there's a bond between you. So I guess we're going to have to see what happens there. In the meantime, we have got on social media, our Sawyer tweeting out to we just saw a dude, Vinny, did you sip some of the squash roast? You need to lay off that stuff. Sawyer, I think there's more going on there. Believe me, I know. Hang on. I need to take a sip of my own squash roast. Once you get used to the blood rage, it's actually fine.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, I know you're trying to cut out caffeine. That's fair. Well, our next matchup is one that I set last week. But before we get down to it, let's hear from one of the participants. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend incarnate, Beowulf.
So, Jerry, you want me to go through a few folks, eh? You want me to prove what I already am in order to get to Pain? I accept this challenge. I don't care who you throw at me. I will beat them down all the same. And I will remind everyone why I am the myth personified. Whoever you have planned for me better hope they packed their bags, because I'm gonna make sure to punch their ticket on the midnight run to Niflheim. Because I am the legend reborn. I am Beowulf.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from let's head down to ringside.
You think you know me?
Introducing first, Beowulf.
He is the legend reborn, the legend incarnate, Beowulf, who has for weeks now been having a rivalry with fellow rookie Sergeant Major Cain, to the point where both men asked me for a cage match at Apocalypse. And you know what? Cage matches don't just happen, boys. You gotta earn your way to that. So today I want to see something. I want to see if these guys have what it takes to be dealing with a cage. They impress me. They'll get their match.
We shall see them.
Introducing the partner, Major Pain.
And here he is, the skull-faced Sarge, Major Pain. We actually haven't seen him in several weeks. Making his way back. so far, actually, the Sergeant has been the man coming out on top in these matchups against Beowulf. So,
getting the upper hand so far.
But Beowulf is not satisfied and wants one last match. So, you know what? If he and Cain can work together as a team, I'll see what I can do. But first, they gotta go through some work. And I found an interesting set of opponents for them. Because I'll say this, Pete. Beowulf and Cain aren't the only people that I'm looking to show me something.
And introducing their competitors. First, Nakano Kirishima.
Nakano has been training hard of late, working on his moves. He hasn't been satisfied with his own performance, so went back to the basics and come back with a. You know, he always had an attitude, but it feels like he's ramped it up. So I'm putting him in this match to see if he can, what he can show me. A lot of guys looking to prove themselves lately. Cain, Beowulf, Nakano, also Power Surge and Whitney Lee have lately been coming to me looking for chances to up their game. And then there's this next person.
And introducing their partner. Juan.
And here he is, the man always looking for one more chance, Juan Chance, who, you know, seemed like a good partner for Nakano for this. I will say this is before I heard that call out by Wilson, son of Will. And we're going to have to see how that goes. But for now, Juan Chance teaming with the delinquent Nakano Kirishima against the unlikely team of Beowulf and Sergeant Major Cain.
Some of the newer blood on the roster.
It is. They're with the exception of Juan, I believe all other three competitors eligible for the Rookie of the Year category in this year's Nexus.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Beowulf starting out for his team, Nakano for his team. These two ad hoc tag teams. Now this should be interesting because, as we've said many times, Pete, usually the advantage in a tag team is going to go to the team with the most experience at tag. Wait a minute. What the hell? Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Pete?
Huh.
Okay, that's interesting. You know, I know Wilson was threatening Juan's mask. I guess Juan had an answer for that. All right.
No words. No words.
No words. Well, in the meantime, I think that also shocked Beowulf. In the meantime, Beowulf, remembering he's got a reason for being there, taking it to Juan. And in
Give him
comes
the tag over to Major Pain.
Yep. No, says Juan. And throwing down Sergeant Major Pain.
Oh, he's twisting the neck.
Yeah. And social media is
on
blowing up. Constantinople, I guess, wanted to show he's more than just a mask. Carcharodon saying, who is the what now? The fuck happened to your mask, Juan? Where's your pride, damn it? Meanwhile, going up against Sergeant Major Pain, the undead soldier. We have one of the things I had to get used to in MNW was all the undead and dragons and things. I still have I'll be honest, I have put in an official request to the brass for some protection a la APS.
That's fair.
We'll see how that turns out. In the meantime, Sergeant Major Pain knocking down the delinquent and tagging in his partner, showing some good tag awareness is the Sarge. And dropping the delinquent on his head, Beowulf. Of course, Juan nowhere to be seen. Oh. Sergeant was getting ready for a block anyway. Delinquent is tried to turn around on Beowulf, and the legend said, "You have no idea my level of experience."
I reverse your reversal with my own reversal.
I mean, Beowulf, since his debut, he's been impressive. It's just the one person that seems to have his number has been Cain.
His tag team partner, currently.
Yeah, his current tag team partner. And now, Nakano holding up Beowulf as Juan does a flying neck breaker, I think, off the top of it. It's kind of hard to tell what was happening, but now Juan wanting to take it outside. And Delinquent looking like he was going for a kick opportunistically at the time. Throwing Beowulf back in. Pain just screaming at Beowulf for the tag. Both men know their big matches at Apocalypse is on the line in this match. And
shots to the head.
Shots to the head. I think Beowulf saying, if you're not going to wear the mask, I take that as an invitation. Going for a 2 count.
Kicked out at 2.
Beowulf, though, right now the pace is a little slow, which frankly suits Beowulf just fine. Looks like he's planning something. Oh, it's going to be stretching out. It's a stretch out. It's very similar to what Jack Abbott was doing earlier this evening.
Oh, and reversed.
Reversed. Again, Juan has been a hell of a combatant. And just getting to those elbows. Oh, and an opportunistic punch by the Delinquent. Oh, takes down the ref.
The ref caught up in the crossfire.
But bad strategy by Juan, because Sergeant Pain was able to take advantage of the proximity and tag his partner and get into this match. That was just some good awareness by Sergeant Major Pain.
Running Bulldog from Juan Chance to Beowulf.
That's a great strategy. Take out your opponent's partner. And the ref getting distracted, trying to tell Juan to get out of the ring. And again,
Nakano having no...
Nakano and Juan, it seems part of their strategy is to keep the ref on his back. 2 and a kick out by Pain. Elbow to the head by the delinquent. Now he's setting up.
Well, what's he going to do?
Oh, knee to the face is what he's going to do.
Kinshasa.
Break up at the last possible moment by Beowulf, who's just pounding and just taking this moment to deliver the punishment to Juan Chance. So for the moment, at least, there's a window where Kirishima's partner is not available to help him in any way. But working over the neck of Sergeant Major. Question though, how much trouble can you really give neck to a man whose face is so small? And again, that numbers advantage that Beowulf has given his team. So much so that Nakano had to go outside the ring for a moment just to collect himself.
Now we see Juan outside the ring trying to catch his breath, needing to get up to the pin, up to the corner if he's going to be of any help.
Again, just knees to the skull, and in this case we can see the direct results. Going for a submission. He's worked over Sarge's head, but Sarge able to break out. And, okay, that was a hell of a suplex. I believe that was a straightjacket suplex. Into the corner. Turning him around. What's Major got planned? Careful. Ooh, he's calling for it.
Savage knee to right to the head.
Yep. And now...
Almost thought Kirishima was out cold with that last one, but still seemed with it somehow.
I wouldn't have been surprised at that point. Bringing him up, and he's going for the Blitzkrieg! Oh, right. Good teamwork at the end there.
Beowulf with the interception.
Great interception by Beowulf. Good. All right, I told... There they are.
I mean, if you want a sign.
Yep.
And your winners, Beowulf and Major Pain.
All right, boys. A deal's a deal. I asked you to show me something, and you showed me more than just you could win. You showed me you could work as a team. That was some fantastic tag wrestling at the end. So, boys, you got it. And not just a steel cage, boys. Apocalypse, Sergeant Major Pain, Beowulf, Hell in a Cell.
You heard it here first.
And tweeting out on social media is Carcharodon. Well, I have to say, I was not expecting that. I know you're a capable man, Sarge, but you, Wolfie, I'm pleasantly surprised. Well done. Well, they did it. The rookies earned their spot at Apocalypse. Hell in a Cell, October 9th. Sergeant Major Pain and the legend incarnate, Beowulf. It has been a day, Pete, let me tell you. And we got one last match. We have your main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the last title defense on Warzone before Apocalypse. The Dagrik versus the Warpgate Hardcore Champion, McMorgan. And before we go down to ringside, let's hear from the champ.
What makes me the hardcore champion? If I weren't the hardcore champion, I wouldn't be sitting here holding the belt now, would I? Let's do it! Not one of you's gonna survive this! One King's Hound, one Wayward Highlander, one Tartan Charge, and kablooey!
Highlander! On a chair! Oh my
God! Oh, and there's the kick! Running knee right to the dome! Good night, Hyrule!
Oh, I've got the belt in hand. I'm a wrestling Scottish pirate. They got more than they got the likes of me. So, finding yourself so proud, so cocksure, prancing about like your conquest bloodline. Come and face me, I say, with gritted teeth like brimstone. I'm the hardcore champion, and you'll be facing a hardcore end. Oh, you can try for the belt again in hell!
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect a trip to the 1960s, but that's what I got. Well, you know what, Pete? I got nothing. Let's take it down to ringside.
This is your main event and is a Warpgate hardcore title match. Introducing first, he is the Dagger. Dagrik.
Here he is, the Dwarven Prince, Dagrik. We now know that Dagrik came to MNW to earn renown and glory, which is one of the prerequisites for taking his father's throne, from what I understand, in 100 years or so. And part of that is holding gold. Former Warpgate hardcore champion looking to regain that belt.
I mean, I couldn't think of a better match for a Warpgate hardcore title defender than a dwarf.
No.
Dwarven Prince.
No, and as said, he's held it before. He's a mainstay in the hardcore division.
And introducing their competitor, he is the Warpgate hardcore champion, is McMorgan.
McMorgan sporting a new outfit. Goes very well with the belt.
And what I can assume is possibly a crest over on his on the breast of the jacket.
I'm going to assume.
And of course, the ever popular Scottish waterfall haircut.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Perhaps his formal kilt, perhaps, I wager.
He's wearing his title match kilt. Yeah, let's go with that.
You know, I learned that there's actually a company called Damn Near Kiltham.
Really? That doesn't surprise me at all, considering what I know about Scottish humor. All right, and now the, traditional championship ceremony. There's Dagrik, Dwarven Prince, man who's literally been through hell and, well, not literally, but been to prison and back thanks to the Inquisition.
Damn close to literal.
Real close to literal from what we know about what that place was like. And then McMorgan, a man who's had a hell of a run here in MNW. Before having that championship, most famous for receiving one of the worst beatings we've ever seen in MNW.
Not exactly what you would probably want to be known best for, but it has served him well, at least in the terms of the Warpgate title.
Yeah, showing that the man can can take his punishment. So here we go. The traditional look at this. This is what you're fighting for.
It is, in fact, a belt.
It is. Can be worn.
See?
All right, and looks like the boys are ready.
Right. Let's get going on this main event.
Not the first time.
Starting off with strikes.
Yeah, not the
Perfect
first time.
start for a Dwarven Prince and a Scotsman.
Yeah. Not the first time they have faced each other in the ring. And as I said, this is the last title defense you're going to see on free TV until after Apocalypse. Of course, you know what this means for me, Pete. Regardless of who wins, we got to figure out who's going to challenge for the Warpgate at Apocalypse.
I suppose so.
In the meantime, Dagrik pushing off McMorgan. Oh, getting up, and reverse fall away slam. Getting him back up again. Into the corner, go. Oh, I was expecting him to be propped up there, but nope.
Bouncing him off that ring post.
Right into that unforgiving mat we have in the middle of the ring. And, oh, nicely done. Looks like Dagrik suffered a little for that himself, but there's kick out. And telling the crowd it's the time of the dwarf. I imagine that somewhere McMorgan's name is written in the Book of Grudges.
Probably.
But probably well down from Arpulse.
Right.
Now, like I said, I think there's going to be a lineup of people who would like to have a word with the Allfather.
McMorgan going shopping under the ring, and he's gotten himself a sledgehammer, it looks like. Oh, no, kendo stick.
Kendo stick. Although he's still looking. Maybe he heard you and said, that's a good idea. Nope. Dual kendo
another
sticks.
kendo stick.
I guess that's the kendo stick section of the ring. I'd be more worried about there being two out there. Could we have a kendo stick fight now?
Can we get Duel of Fates to play during it?
I think we get DMCA, Pete.
Probably.
Yeah, you know what you're not going to see in this match at this stage? Finesse. Throwing Dagrik in the ring, coming after him. Didn't bring any of the toys with him. Oh, looked like he was going for that backflip elbow, but McMorgan blocked. So take a clothesline for your trouble, McMorgan. Uh-oh. Oh, this is... Oh, that was a neck breaker from hell. And now Dagrik setting up.
Yeah, Dagrik's counting something. Oh, picking him up. Oh, Dwarven
driver.
Pile driver.
This could be it. That was a hell of a driver. Nope. Again, as we said earlier, if there's one thing McMorgan's good at, it's taking punishment.
And Dagrik will have no problem giving him that punishment.
No, he's willing to provide. Bit of a driver of McMorgan's own, going for the pin.
Kick out at 2.
That, by the way, was known as the Highlander. And now just going after Dagrik's hand. Pounding the blows on the dwarf's head. And now that Dagrik's in the corner, what's McMorgan doing?
Oh, right into the middle turnbuckle.
Oh, that's just that's. I mean, the force going back into the ring. I think he's still looking for that sledgehammer you mentioned. Nope,
he found a chair. Nope, he doesn't like it.
Nope.
Going back to the kendo. Nope.
He's just not satisfied.
Man's got peculiar tastes.
I think he really wants that sledgehammer. And, oh, right.
Highlander.
That could be it. But no, Dagrik's not going to give up that
2.
easily.
That's the second Highlander he's given Dagrik.
That's two Highlanders to a Dwarven driver. Again, very similar styles between these two. Oh, with that. Bringing him back up. And are we going to see it again? Yep, Dwarven driver. 2 for 2. Ah, that was like 2.5. That was...
yeah, 2.5. Yeah, that was close. Oh, I think Dagrik's getting that Dwarven blood boiling.
Yeah, a little Dwarven rage. What's it going to take this Scotsman down? You know, could be a pinch of salt in the oatmeal. I don't know. McMorgan decided fine.
Deciding to get that chair in there.
Why not? One shot though is all he wanted. Now he's calling for it.
Let's see if that paid off. Nope.
And nope. Dagrik is resilient as hell.
Maybe shouldn't have given him that extra bit of time.
Yeah, that's the danger in a match like this against an opponent like that. And with that press, it's coming up.
Somersault. Got him up.
That's
Get
the
him
Dwarven
down.
Buster.
Oh, God, right on the back of the neck.
Yep. There it is. Well.
Your winner and new Warpgate Hardcore Champion, the Dagrik.
And there, goal achieved. Dagrik, once again, your Warpgate Hardcore Champion going into Apocalypse. But now the question remains, who is he going to face in 3 weeks' time, October 9th, at Apocalypse? So we now know that it will be the Lady Boots against Uncle Dunk for the Nexus Titan Championship, and of course Grizzly Adams will face Zacko Duo for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have third round action next week in the tag team tournament, and of course Sparrow versus Raphael Samson for the opportunity to face Bart Ender for the Big Oof. Not to mention, we will have so much more action. For sure, Sergeant Major Payne versus Beowulf for the opportunity to close out their grudge in a Hell in a Cell. And so much more. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit down with the brass and the booking committee and figure out what we are shaping up for Apocalypse. But in the meantime, we are out of time. So for my broadcast partner, Pete McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling YouTube channel. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and ring that bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. This has been Joe, signing out.